is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our two locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, exit 48, Somerset.
Springtime is the best time to buy an SUV from Denny Menholt Rushmore Honda. Choose from late model local trades, Fords, GMCs, Toyotas, Nissans, Jeeps, Subarus, Chevys, and more. Plus, we have the area's best selection of pre-owned Honda and Honda certified pre-owned trucks and SUVs. To make it easier on your bank account, buy with no money down and make no payments for 90 days. The used sport utilities you want are here at Denny Menholt Rushmore Honda or RushmoreHonda.com.
Looking for top-notch printing services? Choose Preferred Printing, your South Dakota union printer. We provide mailing services, create banners, vehicle decals, stationery and business forms, event materials including specialty items, apparel, and more. Our skilled team brings your vision to life with exceptional quality and attention to detail. And as a locally veteran-owned shop, we're dedicated to serving our community. Experience the difference with Preferred Printing. Visit us at preferredsd.com or call 605-333-0535 today.
Great news. I just got the State Farm Personal Price Plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Shop a nice selection of certified pre-owned Toyotas at Denny Menholt Toyota and get financing as low as 5.49% APR for up to 60 months on Camrys, RAV4s, Tacomas, Highlanders, Corollas, and Priuses. That's 5.49 financing for 5 full years. The next best thing to a new Toyota is a certified pre-owned Toyota, and we have them. Shop the area's best selection of used Toyotas and Toyota certified pre-owned at Denny Menholt Toyota or DennyMenholtToyota.com. Where will you find the Black Hills' best selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs? Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet. That's where. Shop GMCs, Rams, Fords, imports, and more. Plus, use Chevys and GM certified pre-owned. Many are late model local trades. Shop over 300 used vehicles and buy with no money down and no payments for 90 days with qualified credit. 16 local and national lenders available and all applications accepted. And we're paying top dollar for all trades. See us at Danny Menlo Rapid Chevrolet or DannyMenloRapidChevrolet.com.
Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show. With big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. And stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Aberdeen is the place to stay for business or the weekend family getaway. You'll feel right at home with ample parking, spacious guest rooms, and complimentary breakfast. And with a convenient location, you'll have easy access to local attractions and events in the area. While staying at the Best Western Ramkota, guests can enjoy an indoor water play land, an on-site Minerva's restaurant, exercise facility, wedding services, and a business center. For friendly service and a great stay, make your reservation today.
Give it off to Cisse, gliding to the basket. Out to 3, Jay Hayes. Good. And Eric Glenn wants to stop the music.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Signature wings, world-class burgers, and the best steak in Rapid City. All that plus a perfect spot to watch the game found right here in Rapid City at Shooters. From its full and complete menu, its one-of-a-kind dessert menu, Shooters has everything you want. Also looking for a little value in your meal? Order online or by the Shooters app and use the promo code LIVETICKET to receive 20% off your order. Again, that's LIVETICKET for 20% off at Shooters in Rapid City.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Have you heard the bad news? All have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, and the wages of sin is death. But have you heard the good news? God demonstrates his own love toward us in this, that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Want to know more about life and hope? Call or text 605-858-3107.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Zee Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Zee Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
And good morning and welcome to the Monument. Rapid City Volleyball Tournament set to go here. 4 courts at the Summit. Tom Anderson with you on LiveTicket.tv. We will be covering the Cobblers and Custer Wildcats on court number 3. And we are underway. Cobblers keep the ball alive. Free ball over. Custer will set right side. Now they free ball it over. Cobblers will try and set their offense. They'll have to free ball it. Neither team able to get their offense up and running. Trying to get the lineups to you. Unfortunately, none of these numbers are matching the varsity rosters we've been working with. Central will set. And the kill by number 13 for the Cobblers puts the Cobblers up 1-0. So the Cobblers go up 1-0. On court 1, Rapid City Christian taking on Hot Springs. They're up 3-1. Cobblers get the serve. Wildcats set up in the middle. And the kill attempt is successful. That is number 19. Still waiting to see if we can get an updated roster, so we'll just go with the numbers for now. And that evens things up here in the first set, 1-1. The matches here, best 2 out of 3 in tournament play. Cobblers with 3 matches this afternoon. They will alternate every other game, and that will be an ace for the Wildcats as they go up 2-1. And the Custer Wildcats set to serve 7-2 on the season under Coach Jill Hone. And we have a violation. Reservice. Cobblers back set. Free ball over. Hitter wasn't ready. Middle set. Left side. The block is not successful, and the Wildcats go up 3-1. The scoreboard has the scores reversed, but the Wildcats are up 3-1 here again on the service. Number 4 sends it deep. Middle set. Left side. And that is going to be too hard and out of bounds. Custer moving up 4-3. The Cobblers 3-6 on the season. They played in the tournament at Campbell County, picked up 3 wins there, 3-3 in that tourney. Again, the deep service. Cobblers free ball it over. Middle set. Punch it to the back corner, and it is in. Now they get the score reversed. Wildcats up 5-1 here on court 2. I guess I said court 3 earlier. And the service into the net. Service error gives the ball back to the Cobblers, trailing 5-2. Substitution in for Rapid City Central. Number 9 on the floor. She will serve deep, set from the middle, back set, right side, push it over. Neither team really able to get their sets put together. Tap, saved by the Wildcats. Back row hit will go out of bounds, and the Cobblers pull within a deuce at 5-3. Rapid City Christian up over Hot Springs 6-3. Bellefouche taking on Crusaders of formerly Red Cloud 4-0. Bronx up there, and lead Deadwood 6-3 over the Kadoka Cougars on court number 4. 4 matches going, and the Cobblers with the block at the net will pull within 1 now. They trail it 4-5 here in set number 1. For the Cobblers, serving from the left side, number 9 drills it deep. That will be an ace for Rapid City Central as they tie things up 5-5.
JV. That's what I thought. So they're going to play, Varsity's going to play next. I'm going to go try to get a better schedule from Jordan.
Okay.
There's some JV for,
I figured JV. Okay, we did confirm this is the JV match. That's why none of the numbers match up. They will bring you the varsity. So we'll go with the JVs, give them their time. I have a Custer JV roster. I don't have a Central JV roster. So we'll just go with the numbers on both teams to keep it fair. Wildcats lead at 6-5. Into the rotation, number 11 and number 14. 14 will be serving from the right side. Right-handed serve, sends it to the back row. Push it over, middle set. Wildcats push it over from the middle. Again, both teams struggling, and a push into the net. Wildcats go up by 2, 7-5. The deuce lead, number 14, just clears the net. The Cobblers have to free ball it over again. And that will fall between the defense. Back line didn't get up there quickly enough to that 10-foot line, and the Cobblers trail at 6, serving 7, number 13 on the serve for Rapid City Central in this opening JV match. Thought the JVs were playing across the way at Rapid City Central, but they are in here. We're going to try and get an updated schedule. But good for the JV players to get to play on the big court here at the Monument. Beautiful facility as always. If you have the time today or tomorrow, get down here and watch some volleyball. Cobblers set middle. Try to go for the kill. Block. Custer keeps it alive. They'll knock it over the net. Cobblers will reset again. Try it from the left side. Save in the back row by number 14. Go left side, and into the net it goes. Number 9 not able to get high enough and clear it. And the Cobblers have moved up by 1 now. 8-7 is number 13 for the Cobblers. Steps all the way back to the baseline. Will run up, deliver the right-handed serve. Wildcats free ball it over. Cobblers with the save. The bump. Punch it over. Custer will try and get their offense going again. The pass out of bounds, able to save it and keep it in play are the Wildcats. Middle set, there's the kill. Bump at the net. Joust at the net, and it is won by the Cobblers. Cobblers go up by 2, 9-7 here in the opening set of the JV match between the Cobblers and the Wildcats. The serve, a little bit of a knuckleball, falls short, and that'll be an ace. Number 13 put it right between the defense, front line and back line. Custer not able to play it. The Cobblers go up by 3 now, 10-7 after trailing early. The serve all the way to the back. Good change up on the serve by number 13. Free ball over for the Wildcats. 13 will set from the back row. Middle set with the hammer, the block. Custer will keep it alive. They'll try and set it. No, they'll have to go free ball, and that's going to be too hard, out of bounds. And the Cobblers will lead it now by 4 in the opening set, 11-7. 13 staying on the serve. She's put together a run. She left one short, sent one sailing. Let's see what she does from the other side this time. Middle back row, bump from the back row. Free ball over for Custer. 13 with the bump, the middle set. Punch it in between the defense, and looks like we had a net violation against Rapid City Central as they tried to come up with a kill. Gives Wildcats the point and the serve as number 18 checks in for Custer. 8 serving 11. Custer trailing by 3 from the right side. Great placement. Cobblers try to keep it alive. They punch it over, and the Wildcats will bump. Push it over from the left side. Cobblers try to keep it alive. Can't clear the net. Just a little dink by Custer. Found the hole in the Cobbler defense. They weren't able to handle the return. Cobbler lead at 2, 11-9 as Custer serves to the back row. Middle set again. They'll try it from the left side, and the hammer is good. For the Cobblers, number 10 with the kill. The best setup on a kill so far in this opening set puts Cobblers up by 3, 12-9. Number 16 will check in for Rapid City Central and do some service after. Now they're going to get the volleyball up and running. They had to switch balls out. From deep on the right side, the lefty will come up and send a knuckleball to the back row. Bump, free ball over. Cobblers will set from the back. Middle set, left side, and into the net. Custer now within a deuce at 12-10. Hot Springs has rallied back against Rapid City Christian. They now lead at 14-12. Middle set for the Cobblers. Go backside and down the line, but out too deep for the Cobblers, and the Wildcats back to within 1. On court number 3, the Broncos up over the Crusaders by 10, 14-4, and lead Deadwood over Kadoka 12-8 on court number 1. Custer with the serve. Bump set. Again the bump. Back row hit. Custer set for the middle. Cobblers play it. And into the net. They can't get it up and over. So they got the return, but nobody was home to get the pass set up, and we are tied at 12 apiece. Here on court number 2, opening matches. These are JV matches in the Rapid City Volleyball Tournament. Waiting for an updated schedule to find out what the varsity actual schedule will look like as the Cobblers go up by 1 on the kill from the right side. They lead at 13-12. Number 18 will check into the front row for Rapid City Central. Number 10 goes back to do the serving. We apologize, we don't have JV rosters. We were anticipating this was going to be a varsity game, and as I went to do the starting lineups, realized none of the numbers matched on either side. I thought maybe we had a wrong team out there playing Central, but I looked at Central's numbers. They didn't match, and the faces didn't match. Cobblers go up by 2 as the Wildcats can't play it from the right side. 14-12. The varsity matches to be best 2 out of 3. Service error gives a point to the Wildcats. I'm not sure what the JV matches are going to be running. I would imagine the same. So there was a junior varsity schedule, and they had the same times as the varsity schedule. That's why I guess we assumed the JVs would be playing across at Central, or maybe in the ice arena. I'm talking to a coordinator here who thought they were playing across the street. And the Cobblers, there's a lot of net movement in there, and they do call the net. And it will be the tie set at 14 apiece. So just judging by what happened on court 3, I don't know if we have a timeout or if the Bronx won that one 15 no, they're still playing on court 4. Thought maybe the JVs were playing to 15. The libero for the Cobblers with the serve and the tap over. And they're going to give it, they're going to call that a carry. Now that's how I used to play volleyball. And then they told me you couldn't do that, so I stopped playing volleyball. Kind of threw it over the net. Didn't give it the slap that they expect you to do. 15-15, we are tied up with Custer on the serve. Number 10 will stand deep. Middle right, knocks it deep. Cobblers pop it up in the air. Libero from the back row, free ball over. Bump set, push it back, and that's going to be too far out of bounds. Cobblers will go up by 1, 16-15. Court 1, the Bison lead the Comets of Rapid City Christian 17-14. 16-10 Bronx over the Crusaders on court 3, and the opposite score, Diggers lead the Cougars 16-10 on court 4 for the Cobblers. the serve from the right corner. Played by the back row, right at the net. Cobblers tip it over. Free ball, no. Now they will free ball it over. Cobblers will back set right side, cross court. Dive down, tip it over, and the Wildcats will be able to set it up. And into the net it goes. Got on top of the ball, and the Cobblers' lead is at 2 now, 17-15 here in the first set. Cobblers serve from number 25, or 26 rather. Cobblers tap it over. Bump from the back, and a free ball over the Cobblers play. That looked like that might have been going out of bounds. They'll keep it alive. Push it over, and the Wildcats with another opportunity. Back set, right side. The hammer played in the back row nicely by the Cobblers. And they bump it, just get it up over the net. A lot of bumping, not a lot of kills here in the JVs. They're trying to get their timing down. That'll be batted into the back row. With Varsity, that was set up enough that you probably would have seen the spike, and that back row hit goes out of bounds. The Cobblers lead it by 3 now, 18-15. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. This is Cobbler Volleyball JVs from the Rapid City Volleyball Tournament on GoCobblersLive.com.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Tom Anderson back with you at the Summit Arena in the Monument. Opening action of the Rapid City Volleyball Tournament, starting with the JVs. 4 courts running. On court number 1, Hot Springs and Rapid City Christian. The Bison up 21-17 now there. Crusaders and Bronx on court 3. The Bronx up 20-12, and the Lee Deadwood Gold Diggers against the Kadoka Cougars on court 4. The Diggers up there 19-10. Here, the Wildcats get the point. They draw within 2, 18-16. The Cobblers with the lead. Opening sets all across the board. And for the Wildcats, it'll be number 4 to serve. Sends it flying in the back row. The libero with the bump. Middle set. And the kill blocked at the net. Cobblers go with the kill. Wildcats keep it alive. Back row, and that's going to go out of bounds. Tried to free ball it over. Got around to the right side, knocked it out, and the Cobblers lead it by 3, 19-16. Volleyball all afternoon. Once we get the updated schedule, we'll pass that along to you. 4 pools, a white pool, red pool, blue pool, and silver pool. We are in the red pool, Rapid City Central, Custer, Douglas, and St. Thomas More. There's an ace for the Cobblers. The blue pool, Red Cloud, Belle Fourche, Dakota Valley, and Rapid City Stevens. I apologize. Formerly Red Cloud, Mapaya Luta. And another ace for the Cobblers. A little bit of a knuckleball action from number 9, and the Cobblers go up by 5, 21-16. The silver pool lead Deadwood, Kadoka, Brookings, and Hill City. Hill City undefeated on the season. Brookings making the trek over. And that serve just in. Another ace for the Cobblers. Number 9 on a roll for Rapid City Central's JV squad. They lead at 22-16. Pool 1, Rapid City Christian, Hot Springs, Lakota Tech. They were supposed to have Dickinson. Oh, there's a beautiful knuckleball. And that is going to be out. I mean, that was a major league knuckleball. That had movement on it as it came over the net. And number 9 with another ace. He's got it going, 23-16. The Cobblers up by 2 in set number 1. That one has a little roll to it. Custer will play it, push it over. Back row, now middle set, and the kill is good. Number 13 with the hammer. And the Cobblers at set point now, 24-16. The Wildcats, I think, led 16-15. And the Cobblers put together a run behind number 9. He's had 2 or 3 aces This go around, there's knuckleball of sorts played by the Wildcats. They'll set it up, push it over. Free ball over. Wildcats have an opportunity. Middle set, they punch it over, and they're going to call a lift. And the Cobblers will take the first set, 25-16. Hot Springs leads Rapid City Christian 23-22. The Crusaders and Bronx are done, and it was the Bronx with the win there. Did not get the final. But 25-16, our first set here. We'll be back with set number 2 as we continue coverage of the Rapid City Volleyball Tournament from the Monument on liveticket.com and gocobblerslive.com.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our 2 locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, exit 48, Somerset.
Tom Anderson back with you at the Monument. Set number 2, Rapid City Central and Custer JVs. The Cobblers with the opening set win 25-16. Court number 1, 24-23, and the Comets put it away. 25-23 with an ace. Gold Diggers at set point on court 4. The Bronx defeated the Crusaders in their first set. They'll get their substitution rotations all set here. As the officials mark their cards, the libero checks in for Rapid City Central. He places number 4 in the rotation and number 26 on the serve for the Cobblers to start set number 2. Bump from the back row at the net, and it will be Rapid City Central with the point. Bump too strong. Wildcats give up the first point. The Cobblers on the serve again from the right side. Number 26 will roll it into the back row. Bump and the free ball over for the Wildcats. Bump from the back row. Bump to the back row. And the Cobblers will play it from there. Wildcats set it up right side. The kill is blocked at the net. And it will be Cobbler point as they go up 2-0. Gold Diggers still trying to put it away on court 4. They lead Kadoka 24-18. Here's a serve for the Cobblers. Set it up right side. Push it over. The libero. Push it over for the Cobblers. They'll set it again. Right side. Punch it into the back row. Cobblers will set left side. Cross court kill into the net. And the Cobblers go up 3-0 now. For Rapid City Central, number 26 still on the serve. Sends it deep to the back row, tapped over at the net by the Cobblers, again at the net. And it will be point to the Wildcats. So the Cobblers with a lot of illegal hits at the net. Going up with the 2 hands and just tapping it down. Cobblers will play from the back row, middle set, left side, cross court. Cougars keep it, or Wildcats keep it alive. Bump it over deep, libero to the middle setter. The kill played by the Wildcats nicely at the net. Push it. Cobblers will play from the back row, middle set, and they'll try the left side again. Cross court kill. Again, the Wildcats with the save. Push it over for the Wildcats, set it for the Cobblers. Middle set, middle hit, bump it over. Wildcats will try from the left side, push it to the back row. Cobblers again the set, and into the net. The set was a little short. 13 couldn't get to it. And the Wildcats up for the serve, trailing 2-3 here in set number 2. Cobblers lead in the match, 1-0. Number 4, who had a good first set serving, rifles it. Wildcats will play it. Somebody's into the net. It was the Wildcats into the net. The Cobblers with the point. They lead by 2, 4-2. Substitution number 9. She put things away for the Cobblers in that first set with a couple of aces as they made that run to 25. She'll serve from the left side, gets that rolling knuckleball, push it over from the left side for the Wildcats. Bump goes in the back row. Cobblers get it over. Wildcats will try and reset again. Ball hits the net and hits the floor before the Cobblers can get to it. And the Wildcats within a point now, trailing 3-4. 14-11 will check in for Custer. And the service will be number 14. Right-hander, and now saying Ford should be serving. Ford just served and lost the serve, so they're out of rotation here. Number 4 shrugged her shoulders and said, yeah, I'll do it. She might be their best server. So an error on the part of the officials here. And there's an ace for number 4, so it plays to the Wildcats' favor. We're tied up at 4 apiece. Deep to the baseline on the right side. Into the net it goes. And the Cobblers with the point and the serve, leading by 1, 5-4. Number 13 for the Cobblers will go all the way back to the edge of the wood on the court. Takes a couple of steps in, leaps up, sends a rolling knuckleball over, and Wildcats able to play it off the net and get it over. Middle set, right side, blocked. And I don't know, that might have been going out of bounds. The Cobblers dive after it, but the Wildcats tie it up at 5 apiece on the kill. Tied up at 3 apiece on court number 1 between the Comets and Bison. Court number 4 just underway. Middle set for the Cobblers, left side, kill, too deep. And the Wildcats for the first time in this set lead at 6-5. Well, I don't know. They put the point up for the Cobblers. That looked like it was out. It looked like they signaled it was out. Now they're checking. I think the Cobbler coaches are now questioning the rotation. Or maybe it's actually Custer over talking to the official. So the point to the Cobblers, they must have called a touch at the net on that hit because it did go out and the back line official called it out. So the lefty for the Cobblers from the right side sends it to the deep corner. Custer will free ball it over. Libero for the Cobblers sets it up to the middle setter. The kill is going to be out just over the end line, and the Wildcats lead it, or tie it up rather, 6 apiece. Number 18 to serve for the Wildcats. Sends it back to the middle back row. Libero sets it up to the middle. The kill by the Cobblers. Bumped up in the air by 18. Bump it from the back row. Free ball it over. Cobblers will try it again. Middle set. Middle push. Played by the Wildcats. They'll tap it over. Back row bump. Libero will set it up to number 10. She'll hit from the back row. Wildcats keep it alive. Left side. Off the second hit. Wildcats take it over. Blocked at the net. Played back by the Cobblers. Wildcats and Cobblers playing patty cake at the net. Now the Wildcats will set it up left side. Drill it deep. Libero. Great save. Knocks it over one time. Set it to the right side. And that's punched over by number 10. Cobblers play it. Number 10 again. Middle set. Tap it to the back row. Cobblers will keep it playing. Left side. Go for the kill. Too hard. Out of bounds. And the Wildcats off that big rally lead at 7-6. Ball goes rolling away. Cobblers will track it down. Hot Springs leads Rapid City Christian 7-5 in their second set. First set won by Rapid City Christian. Number 18 with the serve. Wildcats leading by 1, 7-6. Middle set for the Cobblers. Go for the kill. Wildcats pop it up in the air. Left side, out of bounds, but they'll play it. Cobblers try the middle set again and tap at the net. Rejected. Cobblers will back row hit. Middle set, left side, go for the hammer, and too deep. We are tied at 7 apiece. Now they're going to say we had a hit at the net, so 8-6. The ball clearly out of bounds, and the line official called it that way, but the head official on the pedestal said they had a touch at the net. Hot Springs on a roll. They lead it by 2, 8-6. Back set, right side. Cobblers with the kill. That is number 10. Middle setter with a beautiful back set, and 10 will go back to serve it for the Cobblers coming off that kill. Cobblers trail at 7-8 here in set number 2. JV action to open things at the Rapid City Volleyball Tournament. That is drilled, played by Custer though. Cobblers, can they get enough on it? No, they can't. So on the second hit, not controlled well, and the Cobblers now trail by a deuce as the Wildcats lead 9-7. Number 9 on the serve for the Wildcats. Cobblers will free ball it over, but not over. It goes into the net, and the Wildcats lead it by 3 now, 10-7. The Cobblers won the first set, 25-16. Custer, I think, led at 16-15. Last 10 points by the Cobblers. Deep serve, and that'll be an ace. Number 2 for the Cobblers got handcuffed. We have a timeout on the floor as the Wildcats lead here in set number 2, 11-7. This is Rapid City Volleyball Tournament on GoCobblersLive.com, part of the LiveTicket.com network.
Springtime is the best time to buy an SUV from Danny Menholt Rushmore Honda. Choose from late model local trades, Fords, GMCs, Toyotas, Nissans, Jeeps, Subarus, Chevys, and more. Plus, we have the area's best selection of pre-owned Honda and Honda certified pre-owned trucks and SUVs. To make it easier on your bank account, buy with no money down and make no payments for 90 days. The used sport utilities you want are here at Danny Menholt Rushmore Honda or RushmoreHonda.com.
We are back. Let's take a look at the other courts while the Wildcats and Cobblers still in their timeout. 8-8 on court number 1 between Rapid City Christian and Hot Springs. On court 3, also tied up 11-11, the Crusaders and Bronx. And on court number 4, Lee Deadwood leads Kadoka 6-4. So we have a clarification on our schedule. It's going to be JVs followed by the varsity. So our schedule is showing games at 9, 10:45, 12:30, 2:15, 4, and 5:45. We'll see how closely that schedule holds. It's trying to get 2 matches in that hour and 45 minutes. Wildcats out of the timeout come up with the point. They lead at 12-7. So following the JV match, we will have the varsity, for which I do have a roster, and we'll have names associated. A bump by the Wildcats. They'll free ball it over. And the Cobblers, I think they heard the whistle on another court, and they kind of stopped playing. And the ball was still live. It's a 13-7 lead in set number 2 for the Wildcats. Number 9 still on the service. The run, the jump, set sail. Far corner, Cobblers from the middle. That's blocked. Wildcats will set it up left side and into the net. So not enough elevation for number 4, and the Cobblers stop that Wildcat run on the side out. They trail by 5. It'll be 8 serving 13, the libero, number 19 for Rapid City Central. She'll serve just left of center. Sends a rolling serve to the back line. Set it up left side. That one tipped to the net by the Cobblers. They'll play it from the middle, tap it over, and found the hole in the donut. Cobblers draw to within 4 now. They trail at 13-9, set number 2. The libero, number 19, lines it up again. All the way to the back, the right-hander. Sends it middle back row. Free ball over by the Wildcats. Cobblers will bump it from the back row, set it. Middle kill, partially blocked at the net. Set it up right side for Custer. Ball is hit up and out of bounds by number 18 for Rapid City Central. Unable to get control of it, and the Wildcats lead it by 5 now, 14-9. In the second set, Cobblers won the first set, 25-16. Thank you for joining us on liveticket.com. Rapid City Central and Custer. You can listen to all the Cobbler matches this weekend on GoCobblersLive.com. I'll be bringing you the varsity matches, which we thought this was. So we're getting bonus coverage of the JVs here. Ball tipped at the net, stays alive. Custer will set it. Tip it over from the right side. Libero pops it up to the middle setter. Left side for the kill. 20 played it, but didn't get enough oomph on it. Nobody else around for the Wildcats to come up with the save, and the Cobblers into double digits now. They trail it by 4. It would be 10 serving 14. Is number 26, who started the match serving for the Cobblers and picked up 3 quick points. Back on the floor to do the serving honors for Rapid City Central. 10 serving 14. Right side, blocked at the net by the Cobblers, kept alive by the Wildcats. They'll push it over, and into the hole they go. So the Wildcats just trying to get the ball over. Libero playing a little deep, not able to get to the ball, and the Wildcats up by 5, 15-10. Number 10 on the serve. The bump by the Cobblers. They'll have to free ball it over. Never did get a good setup. 10 will set. Middle set. Into the net it goes. And Rapid City Central on the side out. Trailing by 4, 15-11. We'll have the serve in the rotation. Number 9 comes back in. Put together that big run at the end of the first set to take the Cobblers to the finish line. Send this one to the back row. Set right side. Over to the left side. Push it over. Cobblers bump it up, keep it alive, push it over. Wildcats will try the middle set, left side. Blocked at the net. Cobblers will play it off the block, and it falls in. Looked like a couple of Cobblers are going to go for it. It was, I got it, no, you got it. Somebody has it, nobody has it, and the Cobblers trail it now 16-11 as the big server for Custer steps up. Number 4 sends it sailing. Middle set. The kill by the Cobblers. Played by the Wildcats, killed by the Cobblers, played off the shoulder of the Wildcats. They'll free ball it over. Any way you can get it. Back set, right side. Cobblers go cross court. Number 10 with the bump again. They'll set it up, left side. That's going to be deep. A little too far off the net for number 9 and not much elevation. Had some mustard on it, but sent it too deep, and the Cobblers will be 12 serving 16 now. Number 13 from the left center. Ball into the net. The Wildcats get it over. Cobblers will play it from there. They go for the cross-court kill. Bumped up from the back row. They'll have to free ball it over. The Cobblers will try a back row bump. Middle set. Middle kill. Wildcats play it, but they can't keep it in bounds. Number 4 got handcuffed, and the Cobblers are within 3 now, 16-13. Wildcats with the lead, but the Cobblers with the serve here in set number 2. Cobblers lead 1-0 behind a 25-16 victory. Wildcats, middle set, middle kill, and number 19 puts it away for the Wildcats. They push their lead to 4 now, 17-13. Number 11 in the Wildcat lineup, along with number 14, will step back to serve. So 14, 4, 10, 9, 11, and 13 on the floor for the Custer JVs. We do not have JV rosters, not expecting to bring you this bonus JV coverage. The kill is successful. That, for the Cobblers, I believe, was number 4 on the kill. 26 will check out for the Cobblers. 11 will come in. And number 16 also checks into the Cobbler lineup. She will do serving duties. It'll be Cobblers 14 serving the Wildcats at 17. Here's the lefty from the right side. Sends it deep. Middle set. Middle kill attempt is blocked by the Cobblers. But point for the Wildcats. They go up by 4, 18-14. Substitution for the Wildcats, and to do the serving will be number 18. Rapid City Christian Comets leading Hot Springs on court number 1 in set number 2, 19-12. The Comets lead that match 1-0. Here's the serve. That'll be into the net. The service error gives the point to the Cobblers, brings them to within 3. 18-15. Custer with the lead. Cobblers with the serve. Belfouche leading the Crusaders 19-18 and lead Deadwood 13-10 over Kadoka on court number 4. All of those in set number 2. Served by the Cobblers. Handled by the Wildcats. They'll free ball it over. Blocked at the net. Actually, number 10 from about the 10-foot line tried to put the hammer down on it. Cobblers with a couple of long arms at the net, bat it down, and Cobblers as close as they've been since early in this set, 16-18 on the service. One-handed save into the net, and the Wildcats lead is now at 1, 18-17. Timeout on the floor as the Cobblers have drawn to within a point. We're back with more of the second set from the Rapid City Volleyball Tournament. GoCobblersLive.com.
Looking for top-notch printing services? Choose Preferred Printing, your South Dakota union printer. We provide mailing services, create banners, vehicle decals, stationery and business forms, event materials including specialty items, apparel, and more. Our skilled team brings your vision to life with exceptional quality and attention to detail. And as a locally veteran-owned shop, we're dedicated to serving our community. Experience the difference with Preferred Printing. Visit us at preferredsd.com or call 605-333-0535 today.
And we are back out of the timeout with the Cobblers within 1. I was just watching a little bit of the Crusaders and Bronx, and the libero for the Bronx. What a wicked serve. We talked about that great knuckleball serve from the Cobblers earlier. That was a knuckle curve. It had all kinds of movement on it. The Cobblers out of the serve, and they're not able to return of the serve by Custer. The Wildcats lead back to a deuce, 19-17. Number 9 to serve for the Wildcats. From the right side into the net, another service error for Custer. They've had a couple of them here as they've tried to maintain their lead. Cobblers back to within a point. 18-19 is their libero. Number 19 goes back to tee it up and let it fly. Number 4 with the bump. The set. 4 will push it over, but not high enough. Got it into the net. Got it off the bottom of the palm. And we are tied at 19 apiece, with number 19 serving for Rapid City Central here in set number 2. Sends it back middle. Middle set, middle kill, punch it over. Cobblers will bump it way back out of bounds. Libero has to give it a heave, gets it over the net. Wildcats back set, right side, push it over. Cobblers keep it alive. Right side, punch it over. Now from the middle, Custer will push it over. Middle set, middle kill, blocked at the net. Cobblers into the net, and it's a Wildcat point. They're up by 1 now, 20-19. Looked like the Wildcats were going to run away with set number 2. They'd open up a big lead. Cobblers came clawing back, and the Wildcats with the serve and the 1-point lead, 20-19. The Cobblers lead the match 1-0 behind a 25-16 comeback win in that first set. Middle set, middle kill, and knock it to the floor. Number 13 with another kill for the Cobblers. We're tied at 20 apiece. On court 3, the Bronx at set point, and that would be match point as they won their first set, their first set, and they lead it 1-0. Number 26 on the floor for the Cobblers to serve, tied at 20 apiece. Set left side, pushed over by the Cobblers as the bump set got over the net, and the Cobblers go up by 1, 21-20. And this going back to early on when number 26 started the service for the Cobblers. I think they led 3-0. This is their first lead since that early lead. Sends it middle back row, right side, free ball it over. 26 will punch it up in the air. Libero in the air, punch it, back row, dive. At the net, the libero for the Cobblers sets it up. Set it, tap it. Wildcats put it up in the air. Lost track of it. The Cobblers tap it over. Left side, number 4. That's going to be out of bounds, and the Cobblers be up by 2, 22-20. Looked like the Cobblers might have been in the net on that return. Difficult decision for the Wildcats if the ball was going to go over the net or stay on their side. Service returned. Free ball over for the Wildcats. Cobblers will bump from the back. Middle set, middle kill. 13 with another kill, and the Cobblers have rallied back. They lead this now 23-20. And we'll have another timeout taken here in set number 2 with the Cobblers up by 3 and the serve 23-20. Back with more high school volleyball on liveticket.com.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state.
LiveTicket.com. Go CobblersLive.com. The Cobblers trying to close this match out. They lead at 23-20. Number 26 had a big set serving, and that kill by 13 again for Rapid City Central. She's had 3 kills in this run, and the Cobblers trying to close out. They lead at 24-20. Bellefouche did close their match out. They defeat the Crusaders 2-0, and the Hot Springs and Rapid City Christian, the Comets, swept their JV match. Big kill by number 10. Not able to handle it with the Cobblers, and the Wildcats have life. That was set point. Wildcats with the serve, trailing by 3, 24-21. Trying to set this one into the third set. Libero for the Cobblers gets tied up, 26 with the set. The punch down the line, and that is going to be out of bounds, and the Cobblers sweep their JV match as they win the second set 25-21 against Custer. We'll have the Varsity coming up next on liveticket.tv.
By customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Shop a nice selection of certified pre-owned Toyotas at Danny Meno Toyota and get financing as low as 5.49% APR for up to 60 months on Camrys, RAV4s, Tacomas, Highlanders, Corollas, and Priuses. That's 5.49 financing for 5 full years. The next best thing to a new Toyota is a certified pre-owned Toyota, and we have them. Shop the area's best selection of used Toyotas and Toyota certified pre-owned at Danny Meno Toyota or DannyMenoToyota.com. Where will you find the Black Hills' best selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs? Danny Emanuel Rapid Chevrolet. That's where. Shop GMCs, Rams, Fords, imports, and more. Plus, used Chevys and GM certified pre-owned. Many are late model local trades. Shop over 300 used vehicles and buy with no money down and no payments for 90 days with qualified credit. 16 local and national lenders available and all applications accepted. And we're paying top dollar for all trades. See us at Danny Menlo Rapid Chevrolet or DannyMenloRapidChevrolet.com.
Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show with big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. and stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Aberdeen is the place to stay for business or the weekend family getaway. You'll feel right at home with ample parking, spacious guest rooms, and complimentary breakfast. And with a convenient location, you'll have easy access to local attractions and events in the area. While staying at the Best Western Ramkota, guests can enjoy an indoor water play land, an on-site Minerva's restaurant, exercise facility, wedding services, and a business center. For friendly service and a great stay, make your reservation today.
Give it off to Cisse, gliding to the basket. Out to three, Jay Hayes. Good. And Eric Glenn wants to stop the music.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Signature wings, world-class burgers, and the best steak in Rapid City. All that plus a perfect spot to watch the game found right here in Rapid City at Shooters. From its full and complete menu, its one-of-a-kind dessert menu, Shooters has everything you want. Also looking for a little value in your meal? Order online or by the Shooters app and use the promo code LIVETICKET to receive 20% off your order. Again, that's LIVETICKET for 20% off at Shooters in Rapid City.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Have you heard the bad news? All have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, and the wages of sin is death. But have you heard the good news? God demonstrates his own love toward us in this, that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Want to know more about life and hope? Call or text 605-858-3107.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
How do we solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems? Our doctors and specialists collaborate, sharing their vast knowledge and Mayo Clinic's unique expertise. It's this working together that helps solve our patients' hard-to-solve medical problems. Monument Health, proud member of the Mayo Clinic Care Network.
At Dakota Discount RV, our mission is to make your RV experience fun and easy by providing quality recreational vehicles, competitive pricing, and professional sales and service. We're proud to offer the finest names in RVs. Our big inventory of fifth wheels, travel trailers, and toy haulers allow us to save customers thousands of dollars compared to most dealers. Come see us at either of our two locations, 3330 East Mall Drive, Rapid City, or 11200 JB Road, exit 48, Somerset.
Springtime is the best time to buy an SUV from Denny Menholt Rushmore Honda. Choose from late model local trades, Fords, GMCs, Toyotas, Nissans, Jeeps, Subarus, Chevys, and more. Plus, we have the area's best selection of pre-owned Honda and Honda certified pre-owned trucks and SUVs. To make it easier on your bank account, buy with no money down and make no payments for 90 days. The used sport utilities you want are here at Denny Menholt Rushmore Honda or RushmoreHonda.com.
Looking for top-notch printing services? Choose Preferred Printing, your South Dakota union printer. We provide mailing services, create banners, vehicle decals, stationery and business forms, event materials including specialty items, apparel, and more. Our skilled team brings your vision to life with exceptional quality and attention to detail. And as a locally veteran-owned shop, we're dedicated to serving our community. Experience the difference with Preferred Printing. Visit us at preferredsd.com or call 605-333-0535 today.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Contact me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson, to create your personal price plan today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be.
Tom Anderson back with you at the Summit Arena at the Monument Rapid City Volleyball Tournament. The JVs have just completed, so I'm assuming that Lee Deadwood must have hung on to take their third set. I was busy with something else. They were tied at 25 apiece. So it looks like we had sweeps in all of the JV matches, which is good for the schedule, as they are trying to run JV and varsity within an hour and 45-minute time frame. Rapid City Christian over Hot Springs in their opening match with the 2-0 sweep as they play best 2 out of 3. Rapid City Central goes 25-16, 25-21 over Custer in the Red Pool on court 2. Court number 3, Belfouche over... I'm going to give it my best shot. Maipaia Luta, formerly Red Cloud, and Lee Deadwood defeats Kadoka. So now we are ready for varsity action on each of the courts. Let's take a look at the match that we'll be covering. That is Custer and Rapid City Central. The Custer Wildcats under Coach Jill Hone, 7-2 on the season. They defeated Phillip, Lead, Newell, Todd County, and Pine Ridge before dropping games to Edgemont and Douglas. Picked up their last 2 wins against Newell and Sturgis. They are 22-7 in the sets that they've played. They've only gone 2 5-set matches. That was the win against Phillip and the loss against Douglas. For Rapid City Central, they are 3-6 on the season under first-year coach Reese New. We saw them play against Rapid City Stevens in their 3rd match of the year. They lost their 2 opening matches on the road to Aberdeen Central and Pierre. They dropped their match to Rapid City Stevens 3-1. But that 1-set win stopped 11-set losing streak to the Raiders dating back to last year. It might have been longer, but just looking back at last year, the Raiders swept them 3-0, 2-0, and 3-0. And then they took the first 2 sets of the match this year. So the Cobblers did pick up a set win there. But they started the season 0-3. They went to the Campbell County tournament. Last week they defeated Campbell County to pick up their first win of the year. They lost to Cody, defeated Sundance. So 2-1 on the opening day. They went 1-2 on the second day, losing to Thunder Basin and Rapid City Stevens again. And they defeated Rapid City Christian. They are 8-16 in their sets this year. They've had 9 sweeps that they've been involved with. 6 of their losses, they've been involved in 9 sweeps, and they have picked up a couple of wins there. They are 2-3 in their last 5 games. They will play Douglas on Tuesday. We'll have that for you here on Live Ticket and GoCobblersLive.com. Up next after the tournament here for Custer, they'll be at St. Thomas More and then playing at home against Rapid City Christian next week. We're going to get the starting lineups here in just a moment. I have an idea who they're going to be, but let's make sure that they match up for Custer. They're going to send Kata Hannes will be in the starting lineup today. Jordan Larson wears number 7, Hannes number 6. Number 9 is Brooklyn Bennett. Number 11 is Kylie Ellerton. So they've switched their libero. Ellerton had been the libero. Libero wears number 5. We'll see who that is. Number 17 is Lincoln Robb, and number 22, Taylor Bland. Ava Hone not in the starting lineup today. So we'll have to try and figure out who the libero is. Ellerton wears number 11 on the roster. Libero number 5 is their standard libero. So we'll try and figure out who that is and get that to you. For the Cobblers, they will go with Aubriana Harbison, wears number 1. Number 7 is Kayla Schartz. Leah Landry wears number 15. Chloe Shreve. Let's see if Shreve is out there. Well, number 3, Isabel Rickert getting the start. The libero, Aubrey Sains, will replace Kaya Strasser in the Cobbler lineup. So it'll be Harbison, Rickert, Schartz, Landry, and the libero is Sains. Cobblers will serve as we get underway here in the varsity matchup. It will be Harbison on the serve for the Cobblers. Takes the run, takes the jump, sends it knuckleballing to the back row. Wildcats will play it left side, push it over. That was Robb. Sains sets it up left side. The deep kill by Rickert, not successful. Custer, that was Bennett on the kill attempt. Back to Rickert, sends it hard at number 7. That's Jordan Larson, who couldn't handle it, and the Cobblers on the board first, 1-0. So Isabel Rickert, where's number 3, did not have a number on the roster against Rapid City Stevens. So she went from no number at all into the starting lineup for Rapid City Central. Second serve by Harbison right along the far sideline. It's played by Custer. They'll go left side, push it over, and Larson finds a hole in the defense. So check that. It's Lincoln Robb with the put away, and we're tied at 1 apiece. Kylie Ellerton, who had been the libero in the last match I watched online, 5'5" junior with the serve. Sends it to the Cobbler back row. They'll set a middle. Schartz hard into the net, and the Wildcats with the point. So Schartz didn't time it right, and point goes to the Wildcats. Ellerton, the 5'5" junior, back with the serve. Sains handles in the back row, the back set. Rickert played successfully by Custer. They'll set it up left side. Robb pushes it over. Cobblers will set with Harbison, right side. The kill by Landry was rejected. Cobblers will knock it over. Custer will keep it alive. Push over by Robb. Harbison set. Schartz with the kill attempt. Libero goes deep. And point for the Cobblers. We're tied at 2 apiece. Thinking the libero may be Shauna Zocker, who had got some playing time. See if there's a number 4 out there. Custer with the tap and out of bounds on the line. Point to the Cobblers. Landry almost was going to play, and she let it go wisely, and the Cobblers lead at 3-2. And Rickert will step to the service line for the Cobblers. All the way back, runs it up from the middle, and into the net it goes. Service error gives the point to Custer. We're tied at 3 apiece. Well, Shauna Zocker checks in, so she is not the libero. 5'7" senior will come in to do the serving. And she replaces Robb in the lineup. Zocker with the right hand into the net. Service error back to the Cobblers, who lead at 4-3. Opening set of the varsity match. The JVs with the 2-0 match win in our opener over Custer, 25-16, 25-21. As I looked away, Wildcats picked up a point. And they must switch it back because Zocker's still serving. Harbison set. The kill played nicely by the libero. Wildcats not able to get it set as Ellerton's bump sends it out of bounds, and we were tied at 4 apiece. Sains will check out of the Cobbler lineup. Strasser back in. And it will be Schartz to serve for the Cobblers. Clears the net. Bump by Zocker. Left side. The kill attempt by Larson is successful. Cobblers couldn't come up with the block. Jordan Larson, the 5'6" senior, goes up strong. Puts the Wildcats up by 1, 5-4. So Zocker and Ellerton in the back row along with the libero. The bump, the set, the push by Landry. Check that. That is Landry with the push over and the point. Aurora Prudick, the sophomore who had an outstanding match against Rapid City Stevens, is checked in the lineup. Landry will sit down. Hannah Lapp, a senior, in. We did not see her play against Rapid City Stevens. And Chloe Shreve, the junior with some height, checks in for the Cobblers. The serve, knuckleball, back row, knocked over one time by the Wildcats. Sains will set it up. Prudick with the kill, played by the Wildcats. The bump, left side, tap it over. Sains. Set goes out of bounds and into the net as Prudek couldn't get the one-timer over. The Wildcats lead at 6-5. Kata Hannes back in for the Wildcats to serve. Right-hander spins, approaches, knocks it over. Sains will set it. Middle, Prudek with the tap. Libero plays it for Custer, free ball over. Back set, and Shreve, her kill, out of bounds. Good set by Strasser. A little bit too much on it for Shreve, and the Wildcats lead it by a deuce now, 7-5, first set. Hannes, 5'6" senior, steps back into serve, takes a run, the jump, goes back row. Shreve with the bump, push it over. Wildcats will set. Left side with the kill attempt is Larson, and then Larson knocks it out of bounds, and the Cobblers pick up the point. They trail by 1, 7-6. On the serve for the Cobblers will be Prudek. Harbison, no, check that is Rickert back into the Cobbler lineup. The serve by Prudek goes back row. Set left side, Larson with the kill. Prudek kept alive, and now with the free ball puts it over. Tap, Sains with the hit, we're into the net, and Custer with the point. Cobblers had a lot of net violations against Rapid City Stevens in that match. They give up the point here. Larson, 5'6" senior, back to serve for Wildcats. Lincoln Robb into the lineup. Her serve popped up in the air by Rickert. Rickert on the kill attempt and finds the end line. Rickert with the kill brings the Cobblers to within 1 at 7-11. For the Wildcats, they have Bland, Ellerton, and Robb up front. The back row is Larson, Hannes, and still trying to figure out who the libero is. That might be Brooklyn Bennett. She had been a starter, number 9. I don't think we've seen her out here. Cobblers try to keep it alive with a couple of one-handed saves and not able to do it. Wildcats will go up by 2, 9-7. So we're going to go with Brooklyn Bennett as the probable libero. No, it can't be Bennett because she just checked in. All right, we'll keep searching. Kind of going through their roster, the people that have played in the couple of matches I watched online. Cobblers, that is Rickert on the kill attempt. Played by Larson, pushed over, but into the net by Ellerton, and the Cobblers will pick up the point. Back down by 1. The 8 serving 9 as the Cobblers will rotate a couple of players back in, including Leah Landry. Back into the front row. Shreve will sit down as Harbison, one of their tri-captains, comes in. Prudek and Ellie Nelson, the other captains. Rickert, Schartz, and Landry on the front line for the Cobblers as Harbison with the serve sends it deep in the back row and picks up the ace. A little bit of confusion between Larson and Hannes as to who is going to handle it, and the Cobblers have tied it at 9 apiece. Harbison, Prudek, and Sains in the back row for the Cobblers. Tapped over by Schartz, and they're going to say Schartz was into the net. It'll be Custer point. And the Wildcats lead it by 1, 10-9. Ellerton set to do the serving. Played by Prudek. Harbison sets. Landry with the kill attempt, too far. And the Wildcats up by a deuce now, 11-9. The bump, Harbison with the set, Schartz with the kill, played by, I believe that's Kylie Pulscher is the libero. I think I finally narrowed it down. Pulscher, one of their outstanding players, normally wears number 10. The set at the net. Cobblers will back set it. Good block at the net. That was Bennett coming up with the block for the Wildcats, and their lead is at 3 now, 12-9. So the mystery is solved. Kylie Pulscher wearing the number 5 libero jersey for the Wildcats. The serve by Ellerton. Set by Harvison. Shart's kill is blocked at the net. That is Bennett again with the block. She's come up with a couple of big blocks, and the Cobblers could take a timeout as they trail it by 4, 13-9 here in set number 1. This is the Rapid City Volleyball Invitational Tournament on liveticket.tv and GoCobblersLive.com.
We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your home team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Dylan Kessler today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Out of the timeout, the Wildcats with the lead and the serve, 13-9. On court 1, the Comets of Rapid City Christian leading Hot Springs 18-14. Serve, back row, Prudich, Harbison, Rickert. Custer will play it. Right side. Played over by Kira Nelson, who's come into the lineup. Rickert with the tap, back row, diving save by Pulscher. Left side, Custer. Cobblers at the net, played by Custer. Free ball it over. Sains to Harbison. Comes left side, Rickert hard down the line, and the Cobblers with the kill. Draw to within 3, 13-10. Cobblers will send Isabel Rickert back to the service line. Sains, Harbison, Prudich, Schartz, and Landry all out there. Strong Cobbler lineup, but a service error by Rickert gives the point and the serve back to the Wildcats. Wildcats up 14-10. Shauna Zacher will come back into the lineup to serve for the Wildcats. Joins Pulscher and Ellerton in the back row. Front row is Bennett, Nelson, and number 7, Jordan Larson. Wildcats up by 4 on the serve. The bump, the set by Harbison, left side, and Prudich drives it hard through the block, and the Cobblers to within 3, 14-11. Prudich, the sophomore. Ran my sheet, lost my heights. Schartz with the serve. It's a roller to the back row. Set up left side, goes over the net. Played by Landry. Prudich, the block. Prudich with the save. Cobblers push it over. One too many hits. Nope, they'll call a lift. And the Wildcats lead back to 4, 15-11, with Pulscher on the serve. Right-hander sends it from deep behind the line. Harbison, free ball over by Prudich. Pulscher, front line, they'll go Larson left side. The block at the net, out of bounds, and the kill by Larson gives the Wildcats a 5-point lead at 16-11. Pulscher, who stands way deep from the service line, takes a couple steps in, serves from about 8 feet behind the service line. Prudich tries to play it. That'll be an ace for Pulscher. The diving attempt to keep it alive. Yeah, trying to see who that number is for Rapid City Central. Harbison. Prudich tries a cross-court kill, played by the Wildcats. Push it over at the net, and the joust is won by Strasser, but the point, yes, point will go to Cobblers as Landry comes out. And Hannah Lapp, senior server, back in. Knuckleball serve handled by the Wildcats. Larson sends it screaming to the back, and that is off the block of the Cobblers. It'll be point to the Wildcats. They've opened up a 6-point lead now, 18-12. And on the service for Custer will be Hannes, 5'6" senior. She stands to the far right. She stands deep and gets all the way to the service line with the jump and the serve. Prudick handles. Back to Prudick. Back row hit. Bump. Set. It's tapped over by Bland, and the Cobblers can't handle it. Bland, the 5'7" senior hitter, comes up with the point for the Wildcats. They're lead now at 7, 19-12. The spin, the approach, the jump, and the hit. Catches the top of the net. Prudick, one-handed save. Wildcats will free ball it over. Cobblers will bump from the backside. The set, the kill, and that is good. On the kill was Strasser. And on the set was Hannah Lapp. Rickert will come in. There's number 9 for the Cobblers. She doesn't appear on our roster. So we'll try and figure out who that is. Custer will set to Larson, left side, down the line, and out of bounds. Prudick will do the serving for Rapid City Central, one of their 3 captains. Stands deep, runs, sends it flying over, and too far over. Out of bounds it goes as Pulcher watched it clear the end line. The Wildcats have hit the 20 mark. They lead it by 6, 20-14. Jordan Larson set to serve for Custer. Sains handles the serve. The set left side, over the net, but out of bounds as Lapp not able to find the range, and the Cobblers will take a timeout. Trailing by 7, 21-14. That's the opening set of the match between Rapid City Central and the Custer Wildcats here at the Rapid City Invitational on liveticket.tv and GoCobblersLive.com.
Shop a nice selection of certified pre-owned Toyotas at Danny Meno Toyota and get financing as low as 5.49% APR for up to 60 months on Camrys, RAV4s, Tacomas, Highlanders, Corollas, and Priuses. That's 5.49 financing for 5 full years. The next best thing to a new Toyota is a certified pre-owned Toyota, and we have them. Shop the area's best selection of used Toyotas and Toyota certified pre-owned at Danny Meno Toyota or DannyMenoToyota.com.
Out of the timeout with the service for Custer. Prudick pops it up. Rickert with the kill attempt. Custer with the save. They'll free ball it over. Prudick up front. And the tap over is successful by Strasser off the set by Lapp. We did not see Hannah Lapp play against Rapid City Stevens, but she is getting some serious playing time as a setter here. Schartz comes back into the Cobbler lineup. Sains with the serve, runs up from the left side, sends it screaming to the back, played by Pulcher there. Middle set, push it over, and finds the far corner. That is Taylor Bland with just enough pop on it to get it into the corner over the defender, and the Wildcats lead this by 7. Wildcats 7-2 on the year, the Cobblers 3-6. And it will be Taylor Bland, 22 serving 15. Sends it cross court, and Sains wasn't ready. And the official apparently wasn't ready either. We'll reserve that one. Sains was looking over to the sideline when the serve came over. So the official talking to first-year coach Reese New of the Cobblers. And now we're ready for action with the Wildcats up by 7, 22-15. Here's a service from Bland. Prudick. And that is Rickert with the kill, again off the set by Lapp. We've got a rotation as Harbison and Landry rush to the side. Shreve and Lapp will sit down. And it'll be Harbison for the serve. So in the match against Stevens, Harbison and the front line were having problems coming up with their timing. Lapp seems to have found the timing. Cobblers, though, trailing by 6, 22-16. Larson, Schartz will tap it over. Custer keeps it alive. Larson left side. The kill at the net is blocked, but the point goes to the Wildcats. Their lead back to 7, 23-16, as Kylie Ellerton will step back to serve. Kara Nelson is checked in for the Wildcats. Goes to the front row. Ellerton sends it deep. Rickert bumps. Schartz whiffs on the kill. And Wildcats are at set point now, 24-16. The Cobblers have struggled offensively. And the Wildcats have been on key. Here comes Ellerton. Set point serve. Rickert with the bump. Harbison with the set. Schartz with the kill. It blocked at the net. And the Cobblers come up with the point on the kill by Schartz. Powered through the double block. The Cobblers need a run here as they trail at 17-24. Rickert on the serve for Rapid City Central. Runs, jumps, sends one to Pulsher. Handles it. Middle set. Tap it over. Cobblers will reset. Schartz with the kill attempt. Kept alive by the Wildcats. Landry. Harbison gets it over on the free ball. Set it left side. That's going to be too deep. That was Robb. Point Cobblers. 24-18. On court one, Rapid City Christian with the opening set win. Crusaders and Bronx tied at 24 apiece on court number 3, and there's an ace by Rickert. Court number 4, Kadoka leads Lee Deadwood 17-12. And here, timeout on the floor. Wildcats at set point, 24-19. We're back with more Cobbler Volleyball at the Rapid City Volleyball Invitational on GoCobblersLive.com.
Where will you find the Black Hills' best selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs? Danny Emanuel Rapid Chevrolet. That's where. Shop GMCs, Rams, Fords, imports, and more. Plus, used Chevys and GM certified pre-owned. Many are late model local trades. Shop over 300 used vehicles and buy with no money down and no payments for 90 days with qualified credit. 16 local and national lenders available and all applications accepted. And we're paying top dollar for all trades. See us at Danny Emanuel Rapid Chevrolet or DannyEmanuelRapidChevrolet.com.
24-19, the Wildcats sitting at set point. The Cobblers trying to rally back. Isabel Rickert on the service for Rapid City Central. And that goes deep, and that'll be an ace. Larson might have let that one go. She got handcuffed to the left side. Ball goes sailing behind her, and the Cobblers have hit the 20-point mark. They trail it by 4, 24-20. And Rickert got playing time late against Stevens. It's the only time we've seen the Cobblers this year. Sends the knuckleball. Left side, free ball over. Then Rickert will bump it. Harbison will set it. Schartz will tap it over. Pulsher to the front row. Tapped over there by Robb. Cobblers, Harbison sets. Right side. That was Landry. Goes up for the block and point for the Cobblers. Robb didn't have her timing down. Taps it into the net. The Cobblers to within 3 now, 21-24. Rickert has them on a roll. The Bronx have upended the Crusaders, rather, on court 3, 26-24 to take their first set in their match. Pushed over, no, into the net. Looked like it was going to be a push. Bennett tried to get it up and over, and the Cobblers within 2 now, 24-22. And Custer will take a timeout. Back with more Cobbler Volleyball on GoCobblersLive.com.
Hi, this is Nate Brown reminding you to join the Nate Brown Show live weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. It's Rapid City's sports talk show and Rapid City's only call-in radio show. With big-name guests from across the country to the local sports coverage you just can't get anywhere else. Join the conversation every weekday for thought-provoking sports talk. This is your show. Don't miss the Nate Brown Show from 4 to 6 p.m. on 106.7 FM and 1150 a.m. And stream us all the time at foxsportsrapidcity.com.
Rickert serving 22-24. Pulsher can't handle it. Ace, and the Cobblers within a point of tying it up. Rickert just clearing the net with a couple of those serves. Has a knuckleball action on it, and Pulsher not able to handle it. Wildcats to send 4 to the back row. Larson up front, tap it over. Harbison back to Prudick. Tried to find the hole, not there. Pulsher will bump it up. Robb will tap it over. Prudick to Harbison, back to Prudick with the hammer, puts it away. 24-24. The Cobblers have made the comeback and tied it up. go to extra volleyball here, win by 2. They play best 2 out of 3 sets in tournament play. Rickert to Pulsher in the back row. Up front, push it over. Prudick, Harbison, right back to Prudick. Prudick taps it over. Played there by Ellerton to Pulsher, left side. Pushed over by Robb. Harbison, Prudick, hammer, good! And the Cobblers up by 1, 25-24, as that just found the inside corner. Harbison, a couple of beautiful sets to Prudick from the Cobbler left side. Pulsher, they'll push it over, just grabs the net, stays on the net. Still really close to the net. Cobblers will set it. Harbison, Prudick, tap it. Good dive by Ellerton. Off Ellerton's back, and the Cobblers come from behind, and they take the first set 26-24 behind a big serving run by Isabel Rickert and a couple of big hits by Aurora Prudick. And the Cobblers lead this match 1-0. We're back with more Cobbler volleyball from Rapid City Volleyball Invitational on GoCobblersLive.com.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
And we are back at the Monument in the Summit Arena. Rapid City Volleyball Invitational going on. Started with the JVs. Now we're into the varsity action. On court number 1, the first set won there by Rapid City Christian against Hot Springs. They're tied up at 6 apiece. On court number 3, the Crusaders and the Bronx. The Bronx won that first set. Crusaders lead the second set 3-1. Gold Diggers and Cougars from Kadoka. Kadoka won the first set, and they're ready to start set number 2. For the Cobblers, they will run with Strasser, Prudick, Landry, and Strasser will sit down as Sains comes on. Rickert, Harbison, and Schartz. For the Wildcats, it will be Ava Hone, who did not play in that first set. Brooklyn Bennett, Lincoln Robb, Pulsher, Larson, and serving Kylie Ellerton. We're underway, second set. Cobblers with the big comeback. Rickert, kill attempt, not there. Push it over, that is Robb. Harbison sets, Rickert with the kill attempt. That's going to be out of bounds, and Custer will take the 1-0 lead. So we finally figured out who the libero was for the Wildcats, Kylie Pulsher. It will be Kylie Ellerton serving 1-0. Sends it deep to Sains. Harbison up front, back set, Schartz pokes it over and gets the kill. Ava Hone, the 5'10" junior, couldn't come up with the play. We're tied at 1 apiece, and for the Cobblers, it will be Aubriana Harbison, the 5'7" senior captain. Runs, jumps, sends it over. Played by Pulsher. Popped up by Ellerton. Free ball over. Cobblers will set. Sains, Harbison, Rickert on the run. Knocked over. Now pushed over by the Cobblers. Pulsher. Ellerton set. The kill attempt by Bennett. Sains with the play. Prudick. Rickert pops it over. Back row. Larson. Push it over. And finding the hole in the defense was Lincoln Robb, 5'10" junior, and the Wildcats lead at 2-1. Coming into the lineup, Shauna Zocker, 5'7" senior for the Wildcats to serve. Robb will sit down. The serve, flat-footed. Played by Prudick. Harbison back set to Rickert. Rickert off the side of her hand. Pulsher up front. Hone with the kill. Got it through the block, and nobody home on the back line. The Wildcats will lead it by a deuce now, 3-1. Cobblers come from way behind in that first set. Didn't have a running score, but they come up with the overtime win, 26-24. As Zocker will step up with the Wildcats leading 3-1 on the serve. Bison on court one, leading the Comets of Rapid City Christian, 11-8. There's a serve, handled by Prudick. Harbison comes near side. The kill attempt by Landry, handled by the Wildcats. Larson will free ball it over. Prudick with the back row hit. The set. Rickard finds the near corner with the kill. The Cobblers draw to within one. It will be Rickard 2 serving 3 here in set number 2. On court 3, the Crusaders over the Bronx right now, 7-4. They trail 1-0 in that match. Pulsher handles the serve. Larson right side, blocked out of bounds. It'll be Custer point. So Larson's been very impressive at the net for the Wildcats. And coming into the Cobbler lineup is our unknown number 10. That might be Ellie Nelson, one of the other captains. We can't see along the side to see if there's a number 11 there. She didn't play against Stevens. Hone gets it through the blockers. Harbison plays it. Prudick with the tap, and into the net it goes as Bland couldn't handle it, and the Cobblers draw within one now. It'll be Schartz 3 serving 4. Sains checks out, and Strasser back into the lineup. Schartz handled by Pulsher on the back line. The set, Larson winds up and lets fly, gets the kill. Custer up 5-3 now. Hone will come out, and it will be Kata Hannes into the rotation for the Wildcats to serve. 5-3 lead for Custer. Here in set number 2, the Cobblers lead this match 1-0. Sains tapped over by Prudick and finds the defensive hole. Diving, trying to come up with the save was Hannes. Cobblers with the point. They're within one, 5-4. Hannah Lapp will come back into the Cobbler lineup. She will serve. Also back in, Chloe Shreve. She joins Prudick and Strasser in the Cobbler front line. Sains, and we're just going to go with Ellie Nelson, possibly wearing number 9. The serve, a knuckleball ace. As Lapp had good movement on it, dropped it just over the 10-foot line and in front of the diving Kata Hannes, and we were tied up at 5 apiece here in the second set. Lapp, a senior, 5'6", couple of steps, sends that one to the back row. Played better. Larson, actually it was Shreve coming over the net to tap it away for the point. The Cobblers had their first lead of the second set, 6-5. I don't know if they had a lead in that first set until they went up 25-24. As Custer started off strong. The spin by Lapp, the approach goes deep. Handled there by Hannes. Set, Larson got the kill. Larson with another kill. Has been impressive so far here. Tied it up at 6 apiece, and she'll go back to serve now for the Wildcats. And we have a number 16 into the lineup. We don't have a 16 on the roster. Custer tries to pop it up for the set. Ellerton instead pops it into the net. And the Cobblers lead it 7-6. Aurora Prudick back to do the serving for the Cobblers. Stands all the way at the edge of the wood. She'll take a run. The right-hander jumps high, sends it deep. Pulsher will handle it there. Set left side, number 16. Plays through the block, knocked out of bounds. We're tied at 7 each. Bennett will come back in. Taylor Bland set to serve. It just gets over the net. Sains. Rickert plays it over for the Cobblers. Send it left side. Rickert tapped over by Shreve. Larson with the save in the back row. Number 9 has her shot blocked at the net and then goes into the net. It'll be Cobbler point, 8-7. For the Cobblers, Sains runs, jumps, Pulsher with the play, save, pushed over, but into the net it goes for Ellerton. She's had a couple of those pushes into the net. And the Cobblers lead it by 2, 9-7. Still trying to figure out who number 16 might be for the Wildcats. Served by Sains is going to be too strong out of bounds as Larson ducked out of the way. Ava Hone will come back in for the Wildcats as Hannes sits down. And up to serve will be Kylie Ellerton for the Wildcats, trailing 9-8 here in the second set. Played on the back by Prudick to Lapp, and the push out is good by Schartz. Cobblers go up by 2, 10-8. Got it up and over the defense. That will bring Harbison and Landry back into the Cobbler lineup as Lapp and Shreve sit down. It's been a constant rotation here in the second set. Harbison with the serve. Pulsher handles it middle back row. Push right side, and that is going to be out of bounds. It'll be the Cobblers with the point, 11-8. Waiting to see if they called there was a hit. It looked like the ball had gone up a little bit off of the kill attempt. Served by Harbison. There's another knuckle curve. The set in the middle, punch it over, Sains. And the point will go to Custer. Didn't see what the violation was. Might have been a lift. With the Wildcats with the point, they trail by a deuce, 11-9. Shauna Zocker back in as number 16 sits down for the Wildcats. Zocker sends it deep. Rickert plays it to Harbison. At the net, Landry will come up with the hit, but it goes out of bounds. Custer point. They're back to within 1 now, 11-10. On the serve, Zocker moves over to the left side this time. Landry standing out of bounds when she returned it. That might have been out. The bump over on the free ball. Reset again, middle set. And Schartz with the block at the net. It will be Cobbler point. They lead it by 2, 12-10. Custer will send Evelyn Jari back or into the game for the first time. 5'5" junior. Rickert. Holscher. Set. The push over by Brooklyn Bennett. Harbison will set. Going up strong. Prudick couldn't quite get up there. Knocks it over. They'll set it. Larson off of the block. Rickert plays it. Harbison, Prudick winds it up and off the block gets the kill. Cobblers up by 3, 13-10. Cobblers starting to find some rhythm after they made that big comeback in the first set to come away with the 26-24 victory. Rickert with the serve. She led that surge. Middle set. Blocked. That is Schartz on the block for the Cobblers as Ava Hone tried to go up for the kill. We'll have a timeout with the Cobblers leading at 14-10 here in set number 2. Back with more Cobbler Wildcat Volleyball from the Rapid City Volleyball Invitational on GoCobblersLive.com.
Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Aberdeen is the place to stay for business or the weekend family getaway. You'll feel right at home with ample parking, spacious guest rooms, and complimentary breakfast. And with a convenient location, you'll have easy access to local attractions and events in the area. While staying at the Best Western Ramkota, guests can enjoy an indoor water play land, an on-site Minerva's restaurant, exercise facility, wedding services, and a business center. For friendly service and a great stay, make your reservation today.
On court number 1, Hot Springs leads the Comets of Rapid City Christian 13-10. The Comets lead that match 1-0. Court 3, the Crusaders over the Bronx 17-12. The Bronx lead that 1-0, so they're both trying to get even there. And on court number 4, Kadoka leading 14-7. They lead that match 1-0. Here on court number 2, the Cobblers over the Wildcats 14-10 as Isabel Rickert, who led the charge for the Cobblers in that come-from-behind win in set number 1 on the service line. Pulsher. Hone with the kill attempt knocks it way out of bounds, and it will be the Cobblers now up by 5, 15-10, as Rickert continues her streak on the service line. Kira Nelson comes into the Wildcat lineup. Rickert, the approach, the hit to Pulsher again. They'll set it left side. Larson winds up, knocks it out of bounds. It will be Cobbler point, 16-10. Rapid City Central with the lead. And Rickert, outstanding service run in the first set and in this set. Middle set, knocks it over. Schartz at the net, knocks it back to Custer. They'll set it to Larson. She taps it over. Played there by Harbison. Sains sets it up to Prudick. And point for the Cobblers. At the net, Brooklyn Bennett got a hand on it. Pulsher couldn't come up with the save, and the Cobblers have opened up a 7-point lead now, 17-10. And Rickert on the serve, just gets it over the net. Larson with the diving save. Hit over. Schartz with the block at the net. She's had a couple of net blocks. Schartz goes up again, saved by Sains. Harbison to the floor, free ball over. That is Prudick. And Pulsher wisely lets it go out of bounds. She's ready to play it. Saw she was standing on the line, went over her head. And the Wildcats with the point. They trail by 6, 17-11. It's Kylie Pulsher. The libero steps up to the service line for Custer. Serve handled by number 9. Apologies to the Cobbler fans. We don't have her on the roster. The tap over by Landry as a winner. It'll be Cobblers with the point and the 7-point lead, 18-11. Strasser will come back in as Saint sits down. Back to the service line, Kayla Schartz for the Cobblers. Handled on the serve by Pulsher. Back set. The kill way out of bounds as Kira Nelson wound up and sent it flying. Deep to center field, 19-11. The Cobblers with the 8-point lead. A timeout on the court with the Cobblers up by 8. We're back with more Cobbler volleyball on liveticket.tv.
Give it off to Cisse, gliding to the basket. Out to 3, Jay Hayes. Good. And Eric Glenn wants to stop the music.
The Cobblers with the lead here in set number 2. As they come out of the timeout, they will have Landry, Strasser, and Prudick on the front line. Schartz serving. Harbison also out there. Still trying to figure out who number 9 is. We have not seen Victoria Brozick, who did play against Rapid City Stevens. And we've not seen Ellie Nelson, one of the captains, who wears number 11. Served by Schartz. Finds the line. There's an ace for Schartz, and the Cobblers lead at 22-11 now. So we'll have to scramble to see if we can find out who number 9 is when the Cobblers come around for their second match. Larson with the play. And we've got violation against Custer. As Avlanjar tried to push it over. She will sit down as Ellerton returns to the Wildcat lineup. Cobblers up by 10, 21-11, as Schartz will stay on the serve. And there is Pulsher. Again, she's done a good job on the back court. And Larson with a monster kill. Strasser tried to go for the block, and Larson just wound up and put the hammer down. 21-12. She's just been very strong at the net for the Wildcats. Wildcats trailing, though, by 9, 21-12. And Hannes on the serve for the Wildcats. to Sains. Over the net. Custer will play it. They'll push it over. That is Bland. Prudick to Harvison. Strasser gets the ball over the net. And we have a lift. And that will go against Custer. Cobblers lead 22-12. And that was almost an ace. Pulsher will free ball it over. Bump, lap back in, and the kill. That is Strasser off the feed from Hannah Lapp, and the Cobblers at 23-12 trying to close this match out. They won the first one and come from behind style, 26-24. They lead here 23-12. Here is the serve by Lapp. Set by Ellerton, the return. Ball still live. No, Cobblers with the point. 24-12. We're at set point, match point. And Hannah Lapp trying to put away for Rapid City Central. Lapp, the senior, the approach, the knuckleball. Knocked out of bounds, and the Cobblers have done it. They come from behind to win 26-24, and they cruise here in the second set. 25-12 with the win over Custer. And the Cobblers pick up their first match win here in the tournament. So we're trying to figure out if we have an updated schedule here or not. We will be back, I believe, at 12:30 for Central against Douglas. The middle game here coming up next is St. Thomas More and Douglas. Central Douglas Custer versus St. Thomas More. Central plays St. Thomas More around 4 o'clock, then Custer and Douglas close out the red pool on court 2. You can switch over to GoRaidersLive.com, also part of the LiveTicket.tv network, and Jared Vasquez will be bringing you from court number 3, Dakota Valley and Rapid City Stevens. Thank you so much for joining us for the first match of the Rapid City Volleyball Invitational. Tom Anderson will be back with more Cobbler Volleyball here this afternoon for a couple more matches. And then we're back here again tomorrow. Looking forward to a big weekend of volleyball. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Signature wings, world-class burgers, and the best steak in Rapid City. All that plus a perfect spot to watch the game found right here in Rapid City at Shooters. From its full and complete menu, its one-of-a-kind dessert menu, Shooters has everything you want. Also looking for a little value in your meal? Order online or by the Shooters app and use the promo code LiveTicket to receive 20% off your order. Again, that's LiveTicket for 20% off at Shooters in Rapid City.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best.